Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Let's don't beat around the bushes. Yeah, those bushes. I love my family more than your family. And you should love your family more than my family. I don't hate your family. I have nothing against it, but I love my family more. So whenever something happens, whatever happens on this planet, I will look first after my family. You should do the same thing. That is natural. That is normal. Because I will show you, if I care more for your family than for my family, then who takes care of my family? Oh, you, because you are supposed to care for someone else's family like I do, more than your family. So I'm going to take care of his family more than mine, because you are going to take care of my family, because I'm not going to take care of my family, and you're not going to take care of your family. And then of your family is going to be someone else who's not going to taking care of his family, is going to take care of your family. So somehow, instead of caring for my family, I'm supposed to care for your family first. And you are not supposed to care for your family first, you're supposed to care for my family. Why? That's not natural. If you see this in the wild as a general rule, then let me know. All right? What's going on here? Biden administration. It, with those mediocre at best, because the elections are coming and they try to make us feel important that we are the decision makers, that is voting. They now, what is June, right? July, right? August, September, October, and it's November. So it's about 5 months. And 5 months from 4 years, now they're taking care of the border. But they're not going to take the border as I would take care of the border, which is no fly is going to be flying through my border. Fly. Done. That's how I envision a border of a state, as I envision my house. Chick. Who there? Get out. We don't call the police here while I'm holding it. You break in, bye-bye. Well, anyway. So what's going on here? Biden, because this is politics, now decided to crack down on the border. He's not. And we have here the New York Times, which is an American news agency that should care for their family, which is the American family. The New York Times is not a Japanese media outlet, right? So if it promotes any agenda, should be the America's agenda, not Israel's agenda or Israel's agenda or Israel's agenda. Okay? All right. So you got that? I got my point across. So we have New York Times that's very concerned, but not with the American people. The problem with with the immigrants, and they call immigrants like me. So I'm the same guy as someone who just crosses the border in transit of America over the Rio Grande. We're the same. We are immigrants. No, we're not. I am an illegal immigrant, and the other guy entered my house because I was sleeping with the AK-47. Okay? And that's why. You're drooling. Damn. So here, let me show you this article. The New York Times, right here. You see that? And the title is, Biden's border crackdown could disproportionately affect families. And I said, whose families? American families? I didn't read the article. I didn't read the article, but I'm guaranteeing you these guys are not concerned with the American families that will be affected disproportionately, but with the guys who cross the border in the way that that's trespassing. Trespassing is illegal in America. All right? Yeah, and a question. When I'm crossing a border somewhere, let's say I'm going to go to the airport, these guys almost check me in my ass as well. All right? You have to go all this. They are humiliating free people in the name of common safety. But the guys who just cross the border, are they vaccinated? Here you go, just for you. So let's read this article, which I guarantee you is not going to be concerned with the American families. It's going to be concerned with other people's family. That should not be here like that. All right, here it is. Let me read you a few, maybe paragraph. A new border crackdown. That's garbage in the last 5 months of your presidency. That means you need some votes just to make us feel important. And that crackdown is not a crackdown. Put me in charge. I will just put me in charge of the border security, and allow me to follow the law, the regulations, the policies, okay, the protocol. And I guarantee you there will be no, as I said, fly over the border. Any border. I guarantee you that. But hey, it's going to be a crackdown. Crackdown? I can give you a crackdown. These guys are going to just give you a... All right, let's see. Unveiled by the Biden administration this week in the 12th hour or 23rd hour is likely to disproportionately affect families. They don't tell us yet. While soaring numbers in the last decade have drastically changed the profile of the population crossing the southern border. You see how the first paragraph is? Nothing about illegality, nothing about they should not even dare. But what are you talking about? No, it's just the families are crossing the southern border and they will be affected disproportionately with pain, families, because of this evil guy that was elected by these imbeciles, the citizens of the United States of America, and he wants to, he affects the guys who cross the border peacefully. Now, I know how desperate people are to come over here, some of us. But in the same time, as an immigrant, wait your turn. And not anyone will have access to a turn, because you don't deserve in any way to come here just because you want to come here. Like this, you will have what? 3 billion people just moving in the Western world? Can you have that? And why not? It's imbecilic. Anyway, so here we have family units. Again, you're not going to find any immigrant word, illegal immigrants here. Family units have come to represent a substantial share of border crossers. Just crossing the border, like I cross the river when I go fishing. That's it. I just cross the border. That's it, man. I just cross the river. Accounting for about 40% of all migrants. I was a migrant. You see how they lump us together? I'm going to tell you the name of this garbage who wrote this. His name or her name is Hamed Al-Aziz and Miriam Jordan. I can only guess what Miriam Jordan is. Hamed Al-Aziz is what he is. He wants a job. Good for you. Those guys are, in my opinion, enemies. Enemies of the Americans with this kind of articles. It's not over. They then join the millions of undocumented people who stay in the United States indefinitely, under the radar of U.S. evil authorities, I added that, as they wait for court dates years in the future. Poor. Yeah, okay. Now, here it is. They're undocumented. If I am in the United States of America, and let's say I walk down the street or with a bike, and a police officer stops me and say, hey, boy, hey, what's up? Identification, even if I don't, let's say, and I don't have my identification, I'm not considered illegal. Just undocumented. I don't have the documents. That's why I'm undocumented. But, if I am on someone else's property, I get to the jurisdiction of that person's illegally present on someone's property. So these guys are not undocumented because they don't have documents at hand. All right, they are over there illegally. That's not legal for them to be there. Why? Because somehow they trespassed. Trespass is a violation, punished by law. Now, this is the first article. I'm going to show you the second article. Second article is this, and again, the same garbage coming from a different media outlet right here. I will read the title for you. Hundreds of migrants. They lump us together. No, I would like to know what kind of migrants. It's distinctions. Protest in Times Square in protest of Biden's border crackdown. So what do they want? Open borders? I don't want open borders. You don't want open borders. If you want open borders and you're for it, then I would like you to have about 5 families from Honduras, let's say. I'm not picking on Honduras. I know, from Zimbabwe, my friends. Take 5 families with all their children for 10 years. And you feed them. You're not going to get any assistance for that. Because why? You say, well, I pay taxes. Put your mouth where your ears. Okay, so you do it. But no, I pay taxes. When they're going to come for your job and they depress your wages, then I want to see what you're going to do. When I first came here, if I would have worked as a teacher, I could have gotten the job just like this if I said, okay, I'm not going to work for $50,000 entry level. I'm going to work for $30,000 as entry level. And they will fire the guys because they will, financially, that makes sense. Economically, they will save $20,000 on this immigrant. As good, if not better, than that fat fuck with blue hair. Got it? And they're coming for you, but they defend their little how do you call it, bracelet. I can't remember the word in English. The little turf, like the medics, the American Medical Association. You can't have how many people are capable of becoming doctors. No. We limit them. Why? So we can be 5 doctors in a city. Therefore, bring it on. The same thing. You can make a truck driver a millionaire if you will allow only, 3,000 truck drivers to new truck drivers every year. Because you're going to have one truck driver in one city. That would be multi-billionaire. You can remember how many people would just want the truck driver services and they will outbid one another. That's what it is. This is protectionism. But only a few. That's why when you see the teachers, you see the PhDs, the professors, these guys who know their jobs are safe, they're all for it. And they're better than you and I. They're virtuous. Why? Because their jobs are not attacked. And they will get the money, and the products will be cheaper, but they will not be with the worms. They're philosophers. So here you have it. Hundreds of migrants protest. Let's read this a little bit. Hundreds of migrants stopped traffic. Well, you stop traffic, I will just send the police and get you all out in 10 minutes. What do you mean you stop traffic? Do you think here is Romania or Albania or Honduras or No, man, this is a civilized country with free people and the rule of law. All right, so they stop traffic. Smack, smack, smoke, smoke, beat back, close the doors, boom, get them out, and then talk to them, smack, smack, get them out. They're going to have a court hearing and then going to be parachuted back where they come from. If we are to just, how should I put it, follow the law? Implement the law? All right, to protest the Biden administration's decision to stop an influx of asylum seekers entering the country, because they all want to ask for asylum by entering first. So someone comes in your house to stay in your house, but first barges in and then asks for, hey, can I come in your house? Motherfucker, you're already over here. Get the fuck out. That's what I would do. Or I would say I call the police. Or I call the police if you don't leave. Leave where? Back where you fucking came from. All this is organized. This is not, it's just, it's organized. It's organized. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. Are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? No, no.